Hello everybody, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button. Today, well, I junk journal and I slow stitch and I make things sustainably. But today I'm not junk journaling. I'm going to be inspired by my junk journal. I'm going to make a birthday card, which is something that I very rarely do, and I actually only really do it for one person anymore, and that's my husband. So today we're going to recreate this wonderfulness, and I don't know what I'm going to do about this unless I can find some of this left over. I might still be able to. We're going to recreate this and make a card for my husband because it's his birthday tomorrow. He has a beard, so I thought this was appropriate. This is from a journal that's not quite finished. I don't know if it'll ever get completely finished because I made 3 signatures that are quite substantial. Some of the pages, there's only that page that's not been painted. I don't know why. I've been painted and it's really nice. It's got like flap out loads of, I really thought about structure when I was making it, and I liked the bright colours. And the whole premise of it is that I allowed myself a very limited amount of supplies. It's literally, I think it was like 4 napkins, the book, the pages in the book, paper and stamps. So there's no printables, there's no images from other books. It's literally just this one book. And I will finish, well, I'll finish it off to the point where I'm happy with it, to the, you know, that I'm happy with it to go on my shelves downstairs. Oh no, I need that book. What am I doing? I've sent them out. I've sent Miles to pick Lily up from the train station. So I'm like very aware I've got like a few minutes before he's back. So that's what we're going to do. We're kind of going to recreate that using my supplies to create, recreate the card really. Let me just see. I've got a few different bits and pieces of book page, and I'm trying to work out how big I want this card to be. I actually don't think I want it that big, so no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the paper I've got. So I've ripped out of 2 books. I've got one that's Russian that came from Tesco on the charity shelves. Oh, and I think this came from Tesco off the charity shelves. It's like a really old technical college textbook of mathematics. So they're 2. Well, I don't know if Miles is not very Russian-y, but I just thought it was interesting. So what I thought, this would be the inside, this would be the outside, or something along the fact like that. We're going to paint it. We're going to stamp the other bits there, cut them out while this is drying. We'll make a card. I'm not really quite sure what I'm doing. I just poured some water on my paint palette because I'm not very disciplined when it comes to looking after things like this. So, and it might even be too watery. Let's try it out on this. It could be a bit better. Doesn't have to be exact. I just have a feeling I want some sort of bright purple. Where did I get that bright purple from? It might even be from another palette. I suspect it is from another palette. But we'll go with what we've got. We'll go with what we've got. Here we go. Completely not the same colours, but orange is his favourite colour, so that's why we're doing orange. So the purple kind of goes with it. So it's just like really messy colour wash, really. That's just to have like a vivid background. There we go. Right, this is going to go on the radiator's warm. Yes, the radiators are warm. Putting it on the top of my radiator, and hopefully we won't have to get the heat gun out. Right, so we've done that. I'm looking now for ink. Let's let's just use our fingers. This is not what I would recommend you do. But, oh my god. I've still got things left out. This is why my craft room gets really messy. Because I don't put things away. And I can hear myself chastising myself like my mother used to chastise me. And I chastise my own child, but there we go. What did my other mum always used to say? Do as I do, not do as I say. Oh, was it do as I say, not do as I do? There we go. Right, so keeping that to one side, we're going to use the black. I think we'll use that's got like a mauve, but I think we're just going to use black for simplicity's sake. Same kind of script. See how that goes. I think it's sort of a generic Tim Holtz steampunky. Are we happy with that? I think I am happy with that. I don't want to fuss around with it too much. We're going to be alright with that. Just aware they might walk in. So today is Blue Monday, apparently. That's what my boss told me. We actually all got gouache vanilla off for Blue Monday, so I thought I'm going to come up here and make Miles this card. And then Lily called to say she wanted a lift from the train station. And I was like, yep, that's definitely what we're going to do. Okay. Ink wasn't very stiff, but it's alright. Or do we try it again? I've got more than one page. I've got more than one page. Let's try a different one. That ink needs redoing. Let's try it with a brown. You could tell it actually brought some of the paper up. It was dry. This will be much better. Is it drying out? Yeah, I think it is. It will be dry by the time I've cut all these bits out. Oh, what are we doing here? Again, this is going to be don't do as I do. But I actually think it's probably more of a case of more haste, less speed. But there we go, we're here now. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, need a lid for that. I will treat myself to some new black ink because I'm allowed that. Okay. I'm going to cut this out. So I've had a busy day. I had 4 appointments today, and we also had the central heating boiler serviced, and it just needed like some gas injecting into it. We thought it needed a new part, and that's like, you know, very expensive. But the plumber was a good egg, and he said no, it just the service, it just needed what, you know, regassing really. So I mean, we thought that when we bought the house, it was a new boiler. I think it was like, I'm trying to kiss cut this, not fussy cut it. We've been in here how many years? 3, nearly 4 years, and it was only a couple of years old at that point. So that's not very old for a central heating boiler. Central heating and hot water, but we had to sort of keep repressurizing it so that it would work, which is our fault. We should have, we were late in servicing it, but we didn't get, I thought we were going to get told off, but we didn't get told off. Sometimes, you know, we were all right. He wasn't here that long. I think he was probably here half an hour. Yeah, no, am I gonna... I might actually fussy put him out. Did I fussy put him? Not quite. He had a little bit of a white line. So here we go. So have a look through your stash if you've got things that can be used to make a card. I don't like, do you know what it is about card making? I find it very formulaic. There's a lady who sometimes I've run craft groups and stuff in my hometown, and she came. She's a lovely lady, but she does that Stampin' Up stuff, and it's just very formulaic, where you do things in a precise pattern. I'm not like that at all. There's nothing about me that is like that. I'm sure there are formulas to, you know, like the way I work and stuff. Yeah, there's definitely patterns and stuff like that. But with creativity, like that's why I don't think I could make clothes, because I'm not really good at following a pattern. I get bored of it. I think I'll just like my own chaos, which probably a psychologist could really delve into that. It's all very, I think my craft is sort of about not having to think about things, where people switch off sometimes by following a pattern. You know, like that's how they switch off, and that's not at all how that stresses me rather than switches me off. And I think we're all different. I can hear they've come back. They weren't that long. I sent them like to go to Aldi and then possibly Tesco. I gave them a big shopping list. So yeah, so I used to make cards. We bought a beautiful card for Aldil for a birthday actually. I might even get myself another one when we go back, because it was just, I thought I could make a junk journal out of it. It's just beautiful. Anyway, so we have that, and we have the man. Now I need the bit of a... So this is what's left over. Oh no, it's not. Then where is it? Oh, Houston, we might have a problem. If in doubt, I go to my scraps thing. I don't know what we could put at the bottom of here. I feel like it should. Oh, we could put a key. Put that to one side. Oh, see, there's some of that stuff. This is my general scraps tin. There's all kinds of things in here. Sometimes I try to keep things separated. That's not going to work. What about that? Nope. But that doesn't often work, to keep things separated. Now I've got an oak leaf. That's not going to work. Sycamore. Some berries. Bit of ivy. Oh, are you? You're a leaf. Just a random leaf. Because I hear a leaf with some gold around it. Okay, we might be able to just make our own up. That's even better. Okay. Where would we be without a scraps tin? I ask you. Right, so we've got things. A similar texture. Now it's buckled because, you know, it's not watercolour paper. It's book page paper. I even like the top being raggedy. We'll keep that in. Okay. Please don't be blocked. You are blocked. I don't know if you're fine enough. You're not fine enough. I had problems the other day with these tips, didn't I? They're different tips from what I've used before. I don't think they're as good. No, that's moving down. Do it that way. I was being my usual times because I don't use this stuff yet often enough really. Ah, you're going up. I think we might be alright now. Yeah, we're alright now. Yeah, because I use the other wet glue, the PVA glue for everything. Really, this only gets used once in a while. Go. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna have to think of what pens I'm gonna use on it. Where's the Mr. Man? Here's the Mr. Man. Oh, I think we ripped him down. We must have done. What we're gonna do now anyway. He doesn't wear a suit or a top hat, but you know, he has got a beard. So the Russian books, I've got French books from that supermarket as well. It's just the charity shelves that most supermarkets have, like a bookshelf where you take a book and leave a book, or this one it's just got like a penny pot next to it and I chuck a 50p per book in. It just makes for a really interesting, like if you're doing a masterboard or something, it's just different looking things. Now some pens here. I'm trying to think, should I use some of my other pens as well? I've got a bright Posca, a bright orange Posca. She said creating a craft army. How bright is that? Okay, we might use that. Just gonna go. I also look at my desk when I do like a brief look back on videos, and you know, like, it's very messy, my mat, and I think, oh, should I get a new mat? And I think, well, this is what a crafting mat is. I feel like one that's not a bit dinged up is one that's not being used. So you have to bear with me and my grubby crafting mat. I think there's like different types of crafters, isn't there? There's like the ones like that lovely lady who likes things to be very formulaic, and then my line's a bit thicker around, but that's alright, it's fine. He will like it. You know, and then there's other types of crafters that are not that way at all, that are me, they're just, you know, we embrace the chaos. I mean, it gets to a point where you can't find anything, and that's when you have to sort of have a tidy. But there's no Pinterest perfection here. That sounds exhausting. No, don't go around him. I just went around this. Okay. That might be, I'll do a bit of gold around here as well. If this is finally running out. I'm so glad, like, these are watercolour, they have no smell to them. I remember when we used to have to get, if you wanted like a gold marker, it would like, oh, give you a headache. I'm going to put, I don't know if you can see, but there's sort of like little gold dots. I'm going to do that in orange because that's his favourite colour. Just around, we will have odd. Yay, and it even shows up. That's fantastic. Like that. Okay. Just need this bit over here. So I've got this. And I'm going to have to do the same thing with that. Cover that. Which I think I can. I think it was with paint, but I'll just end up doing it with this marker. So there's that, and then do we put these orange berries? No. I don't like that either. Got this purple key. I wonder if we just do the two. I actually think that's probably alright, isn't it? Just doing the two. Different pen. Probably should have gone around the outside with that pen. Oh well. See, I don't do the inking, like, you know, people who would ink this with like the brown ink. I'd much rather put a bit of gold around it. It works better with a paintbrush. But we're not really worrying. So I'm going to put this book, I'm going to like make a UFO pile because I've got loads of like unfinished projects. And I'm just going to use, you know, like when I feel like it, I think, oh, I'll have a look in that journal and work in that journal, because I do like this journal and I like the concept, but I just made too many signatures. I'm just thinking if I just cut this out a little bit better, would that make it easier? Or more useful? So yeah, so today's Blue Monday. So we're supposed to look after our mental health a little bit extra on Blue Monday. I know that it was actually, I found, we were talking about it at work, and normally January lasts forever and you think, is it flipping still January? And it's, you know, only halfway through. And this January, it wasn't feeling like that until this Monday actually. And then I was like, how is it still January? And I know it's Miles's birthday tomorrow, and that normally helps to sort of jog me along with a month. And I've been really busy with work, but it was literally today, so there must be something about psychologically about after Christmas and then today. Well, obviously for people who celebrate Christmas, if you don't celebrate Christmas, it's all a bit of a moot point, isn't it? Then there'll be other points in the year that's that sort of post big celebration. Oh yeah, I like that. So it's not a direct copy, it's sort of inspired by. Okay. I've got some old Victorian letters, and I always imagine the person who's writing it looks a bit like this. They're letters from a solicitor to and fro his client. Did we have it like that, or did we have it like that? I can't remember. What do we like it like? Oh, actually I think I quite like it like that. The other way? No, the other way is better. That's better. Okay. So I've got a bit of fussy cutting in. Somebody said they like fussy cutting. I just think sometimes I like too fussy cut. Like I really get, like, I want to make a lot of stuff, so I just sit and I'll stamp a load one day and then the next day I'll fussy cut it all out. And other times I just can't abide it. Oh, look at that. Right, we had that other piece of paper, didn't we? Did we? We did. What did I do with it? Did I put it in here? Did I put it in here? Nope. Then we'll go back in here and we'll find another one. So I wanted a page like this. The other one had a picture on, but I won't worry about that. So the inside I could write on. I was going to leave it flappy, but I might glue that down. I think I will. They haven't come back yet. That noise wasn't them coming back. So I might just get away with it. I won't make an envelope for it, I'll just put it in with his gifts. Oh, they have just come back now, I can hear them. My Lily's gentle, but not a delicate flower she makes. Actually, she's quite quiet most of the time. But she can be noisy. Got sticky fingers. There we go. So, very quick make, hopefully. I don't know how long it'll be. But that's our card inspired by... Let me put it back. I did. Inspired by that. I quite like that. Thank you very much. Wonderful spending a bit of time with you. I'll be back with Junk Journal January very soon. Bye bye.